Former NFL player Ben Watson going on the offensive against Georgia Senate Democratic candidate Reverend Raphael Warnock for his promise to fight for reproductive justice. Watson tweeting this out. Pastor, equal access to kill a son or daughter is not justice. Justice is the equitable distribution of punishment and protection. Justice is rooted in the dignity of every human endowed by their Creator. One cannot truly fight for justice while simultaneously denying it. Ben Watson wrote that and joins us now. He's also host of a brand new podcast, Why or Why Not, with the Watsons. And we'll get to that shortly. But Ben, why did you feel compelled? You knew when you wrote that as a high-profile, now former player, that was going to get some juice. Why was it important for you to say that?
Well, I respect so much of what Reverend Warnock has done in the community. I applaud many of his efforts. I've been to his church. I've done different things with him. But when it comes to this idea of justice, there's this prevailing idea that justice is only for a certain group of people. And when we talk about justice, there's a continuum there. We cannot simultaneously say that we are fighting for racial justice, social justice, all those sorts of things, and forget about the most vulnerable people among us, which are the preborn. We can do both. And so what I'm saying is that for those that think that justice is simply one-sided, justice has a wide net. It casts a wide net. And so the challenge there is not specifically for Reverend Warnock. He's the one that said it. But the challenge there is for anybody that wants to get involved with this justice movement. Everyone needs protection. The mother, the child, the family, the father. We can do more than one thing at one time.
Planned Parenthood doesn't agree with you. They endorse Warnock. They said, quote, throughout his career, the Reverend has been a passionate advocate for reproductive rights. He has called for greater access to birth control, safe and legal abortion, and will fight abortion bans and restrictions in the U.S. Senate. I imagine you have a problem with that, too.
Well, that's rather ironic, considering what's happened over the last the last year, with Planned Parenthood actually coming out and condemning the racist eugenics of Margaret Sanger, their founder. For them to come out and support, they're in a conflicted position. They're in a position saying that, yes, we admit that there are racist tendencies. We admit that the outcomes of abortions are from racism institutionally in our country in different ways. But we're still going to endorse and condone the act of abortion and codify that into law. They have a lot of explaining to do. Obviously, there's a lot missing there. And I challenge Planned Parenthood to take the next step. If you're going to say that there is racism involved in abortion, if you're going to say all those things, let's see you act that out and protect the most vulnerable and also protect Black communities where they are the most at risk.
No wonder you make so much sense. It makes sense that your podcast is doing so well. You have a brand new podcast. It's basically the Watsons. Why or why not with the Watsons? You and your wife have produced this now. What is the focus of a parents of 7 kids after a great NFL career and trying to turn the page?
Well, the focus is simply imparting some of the knowledge that we've learned in our 4 or 5 different moves across our NFL career and our 7 children. The podcast is about marriage, the ups and downs of marriage, the ups and downs of parenting, and also how do we engage with current events like race? How do we engage with the election cycle that we've just had? How do we talk to our children, but talk to each other about these things? So why or why not with the Watsons? This is our first season. It's available on all platforms. We're really having fun with it and getting some great feedback from people of all ages, people who are single as well as those who have children, maybe not 7 like us, but those who are parents.
Does it help or hurt the relationship to go on a public broadcast, your feelings, the pluses and minuses, the parenting, and getting this all out there?
Well, I'm going to be honest, Brian. There have been times when we did a podcast and we were in an argument. And those end up being the best podcasts because we're being truthful about our feelings, but we understand that there's a mission there and that there's still love, even if we don't necessarily like each other at that time. That's what parents go through. That's what marriages go through. There is hope. Why or why not? I'm the why. She's the why not. And you have to listen to kind of figure out why we call it that.
Ben, are all the bruises gone? No one's tackled you in a while?
Your body keeps playing football. I was told that when you retire, your body keeps playing. So all those surgeries I've had, all those injuries, head injuries, all those sorts of things, I still have to maintain, still have to take care of my body. So it's funny. I wake up and say, well, I haven't got hit or hit anybody in a while, but I still feel like I'm playing. Right. Football is a tough one.
You look like you still could, but don't pick up the phone because Belichick will call you. He did last time, Ben.
And we'll have a podcast about that, and Kirsten won't be happy. So don't worry about it. I'll be here with you next time.
All right, go get him, Ben. Thanks. Appreciate it. We'll look forward to your podcast and continue to produce them.